Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be working on this cute little concept. It's actually an order. So I wanted to bring you guys along with me so that you can see what I'm working on. And I'm going to do something to the basket to elevate them a little bit. So if you're interested in the video, let's get into this video. Okay, we're going to start off with this little basket, this little container here. And I purchased this container from the Dollar Tree when they actually come two in a pack, and that's when they were $1.25. So I purchased quite a few of these way before they went to $1.50. So we're going to take this little container and we're going to elevate this little container. I'm going to take some ribbon. This is a satin ribbon. And this ribbon is like straps that I had that maybe was cut off from another item that I was using, and I just saved the ribbon. That's why I always tell you to save your ribbon. Even if it comes on a package, you save your ribbon because you can always take that ribbon and use it for something else to help elevate your gift. So what I do is I have my little ribbon, and then I have my little bag here with leftover ribbon, and I just put the straps right in there for things like this. So let's get started. Trying to see which one is longer first so I can start there. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this ribbon and we're going to go in between the holes just to give this little just to give this little basket some design and to elevate it a little bit so it won't be so plain. So the only thing I'm doing is I'm taking the ribbon and I'm going in between, going through, coming back out, going through and coming back out. So that's all we're going to do to get started with this. This is going to give our little basket some contrast to elevate it a little more. So let me get this all the way around. I'm going to go all the way around. It's not hard to do as long as you have some ribbon that's not too thick. It'll go in between these holes. It will also help. You know how when you have, sometimes I do concepts and they have holes in them. The ribbon will help hide some of the actual holes inside of the concept. So sometimes you won't see all that stuff that's inside of there. So what I'm doing is I'm going all the way around on both sides. And like I said, this is strap ribbon, but I'm going to show you how to connect it with glue dots so that we can use this ribbon for something else. All right. You could take glue dots, or either you can use your hot glue gun. So I have my hot glue gun over here in case I need it. And what I'm going to do is just attach the two together, just like this. I'm just going to take the other piece of strap that I have, and I'm just going to attach it together, and we're going to keep on going. So let me get my glue dots, y'all. This isn't hard to do. It's just something just to elevate your gifts. Let's see what I'm doing. I'm trying to get the patterns like I want them before I connect it. Okay. There we go. And that just connected the ribbon together with the glue dots. And I'm going to continue on, just weaving the ribbon back and forth till I get it how I want it. The ribbon want to have a mind of its own, y'all. Okay, let me go all the way around. I'm going to put it down so I can weave it a little more. I was just trying to show you what I was doing. And go a little faster when I put it down. And we're just gonna go all the way around the concept until we get to the other piece of ribbon. And then we'll attach it with some glue dots. Like if you had one solid piece, you wouldn't have to worry about attaching it. But because I wanna use my scraps, that's what I'm choosing to do. And with this ribbon here, you wanna use some sharp scissors. But you don't wanna get all that fraying with them dull scissors. So let me take another glue dot and attach the two in the inside. So when I put stuff in here, it doesn't come loose. All right, let me attach it on this side and we can keep on going, y'all. Sometimes it could be a little tedious, but it could be done, y'all. So this is what it's looking like all the way around. Cute little ribbon that we put in all the way around just to upscale this little basket. But this is something I wanted to show you that I do for baskets that, you know, sometimes I feel that this basket is too plain and it just needs something else. And you all have probably felt like that too if you're a basket designer. Or if you're learning how to do baskets for your family. That's why I say it's not what we have. Sometimes it's what we use. Take our imagination and do with what we have, you know. All right. Okay, the first thing we're going to be using is this little pumpkin here, and this little candle here can be purchased from the Dollar Tree, and it smells pretty good. It's a pumpkin scented candle. And I've already took the price tag off it, so let's continue. The next thing I'm going to use is this little hand soap, and this I purchased several of these a while back from the Dollar Tree when their fall stuff first started coming out. I purchased this, and this was, I think it was $1.50. And I think this candle, when I purchased several of these, because I knew I was going to be doing fall concepts, this one was, I think it was $3 at the time. The next item I'm going to use is the Pumpkin Chai Latte Body Lotion. And this is the Spa Luxury edition. And we're going to apply that into the concept as well. The next thing I'm going to use is the Dove Cinnamon Pumpkin Pie. And this right here, I purchased, I want to say, at the end of the year, last year, I think I purchased this, y'all. And I purchased it for probably like 25 cents. So I have a bunch of these. I know this scent is out in Walmart. I seen it in there the other day when I was in there. So if you're looking for this, it's the Dove Cinnamon Pumpkin Pie Body Wash. You know, sometimes when you see them now, they're a little smaller. So this is back then before everything they start changing the size of everything. That's what this is. So we're going to put this into the concept as well. The next thing I'm going to use, this is a little sign, and it has this on the back. You can just sit it on your table like this. And it says, there is so much to be thankful for, which it is. So this is perfect for this time of year. And this is actually an order that I'm going to be doing. And it's for someone that just wanted to give their employee a gift. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this. Sorry about that, guys. I want to bring it down because I want to make sure you can see me. So we're going to start off with this little pumpkin here, and we're going to sit it right inside. No shred, no nothing. Just sitting it right inside of this. And you can still see this sitting there nice and, you know, at eye level. So it's not sinking down. It's not doing anything. And because of the size of this, you won't have any problems with that. All right. So let's put some glue dots on the bottom of there because we want it to adhere to the bottom of the little concept. I love what that little sign says, y'all. We all have so much to be thankful for. If you woke up this morning, you have something to be thankful for. Some people didn't open their eyes this morning. And what I'm doing is I'm taking the glue dots and put right here. Because I found with this candle, when I used a candle like this in another concept that I did on a tray, I was putting my glue dots right here and they weren't sticking to the bottom of the tray. So I found that I have to put them right here on this part in order for them to adhere to the bottom like I want it. Next thing we're going to put in is the hand soap. This is the end. Let me get another roll of glue dots because that's the end of those, y'all. Go through these things so much. Small roll. I have the bigger rolls in the room, but I like these smaller ones because I can handle them a little bit better. So we'll put 2 on the bottom of here. Because like I said, we're just gonna put this stuff sitting right in the inside of this little container. Thank the Lord, I don't put it wrong. Okay, y'all see how that was stuck to that? All right, let's continue on. The next thing I'm going to put in is the body wash. How's the weather where you guys are? Let me know down in the comments how your weather is where you live. The weather here is, you know, it's getting cool, but still warm here. I live in Florida, so it's still warm. You know, sometimes in the morning it's a little chilly, but overall it gets warmer throughout the day. Okay, next we're gonna put this little paper in the back. Gotta turn it around a little bit so I can see. And the only thing I'm gonna do is take some of that. Only thing this is that I'm putting in the back of here is this paper right here that I told you that I use. And what I'm going to do with this paper is I'm just putting it in the back so that when I put this in, it's going to elevate it. So let's see if I can get it in here. And you don't need very much. Because if I don't put that inside of here, then it's like it's hidden back there, and I don't want that in the concept. I want you to be able to see it. So let's see what we get, y'all. We take that, and that's gonna sit in there like that. Trying to see if I need a little bit more to elevate it. Because if I leave it like that, you can see it, but this right here is overpowering, which isn't so bad, you know. I don't have a problem with that, but let me see how I want it. See if I can adjust it a little bit more. This is cute, y'all. Just a cute little gift. Cute little, you know, a little nice gift to give somebody, like a box to give to somebody, or you can give it to a family member or something like that. Let me see if I need to add a little bit more paper in this, y'all. Like I said, I don't want too much paper in here. I just want enough to put down in here so that you can actually see the sign. We are going to use some shred on this gift. Let me see what this gives us. Much better, guys. Look at that. So cute, y'all. All right, take some tape and just attach it to the back. I'm just taking my tape and I'm attaching this to the back of the concept right here. Right here. I'm just attaching it right here. All right, let me take a little piece of tape of the little thin tape, and I'm gonna put right here to attach this with the bottle here. Making sure it's sitting up like I want it, y'all. Let me play with it a little bit. Might have to take the tape and attach it to the bottle instead of the basket, because it's pulling when I do that. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. What I did was I took the tape from here and I put a piece of tape to attach it to the bottom. That way it sits up straight. And this is how I want it to be showing inside of the concept, just like that. Cute little easy concept. But I want to do something to this candle, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to the candle to elevate this candle. So I'm going to take some jute, and we're just going to turn around here so you can see. I should have did this before I put it in here. I'm just going to go around with my jute or twine. But I think this is jute right here. It's a little bit thicker and more rustic than the actual. Because I felt like this was a little plain. So I wanted to give it a little bit extra. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these little, what are these? These little, they're just like little, you use them to attach them to things, on gifts, on crafts that you're working on. So I wanted to take one of these leaves out of here and attach it to here. And I purchased these from Dollar Tree. You can purchase these from anywhere. Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Michael's. You can purchase these anywhere, guys. And this is just a little embellishment. Let's see which one I want to use. Just make sure it's not overpowering it. I mean, for this, you can use like ribbon or something like that. I'm just trying to adjust this to make sure I have enough to tie it once I get it on here, y'all. That's what I'm doing now. All right. So let's see which one I want to use. The only thing you got to do is stick the jute or twine inside of here, and that's going to give your gift a little bit, add a little bit of something to the gift. Let's see if I want to put two, y'all. May not need but one, but we're going to find out. Yeah, I think I only need one. We're only going to put one because we don't want it to be bulky. So the only thing I do with this is when I attach this to give it a little extra in the concept is I just take it, and you see how pretty that is in there? It added a little bit of extra to the candle when you do that. So that's what I do to my candles that, you know, they seem to be pretty plain and I just want to add a little more to the candle. I take something like this and just embellish the candle a little bit. It just upscales the candle, that's all. Don't know if I want no bowl there. I think I'm gonna just knot this and then cut the pieces off, y'all. Let's see if I can move this part to the back. I want that little piece that I just cut off to be in the back of there. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just turning it around so that that's not visible, and you just see the little embellishment there inside of the gift. So that's how you can take your candles up a notch just to add a little bit more zest to your candle. And like I said, these are cute little, you get them out of the craft section. Just to add a little bit extra into it. And like I said, this is what they look like. Purchase them again from Dollar Tree, you guys. All right. But you can get them at anywhere. Any craft store, you can get stuff like this to embellish your candles and stuff. So this is what this is looking like. Let me add some shred. We're gonna shred it up a little. Okay, let's see if this brown will look nice. This natural color, and that's what we're using. We're gonna use the brown natural color of shred. You know, after the holidays, they have just certain colors or color schemes, or like around Easter they have like the pastel colors, and Christmas time they usually have like the red and greens and the golds and the whites. So those colors I can get, you know. But some colors I just can't get those colors from places like that. So wherever I see shred at and it's different colors that I want, I just pick it up, y'all. Like I say, you always want to cut those stragglers off so they're not hanging outside of your concept. You want to make sure it's looking nice and neat, guys. This is a simple, easy gift that you can give to anybody. You can give it to your neighbor, you can give it to a teacher or co-worker. This is like an all-around gift that you can use for anybody. A family member. Just to say thank you to somebody, you can give them a gift like this. So always remember that. These type of gifts like this can be used. It don't always just have to be used for, oh, I'm doing this gift for this occasion or this holiday. It can be used for any kind. This particular gift can be used. And look how pretty it is, y'all. Simple, easy, cute little gift. And the reason why I chose the darker natural shred, because I wanted to bring out this little embellishment with the raffia and the raffia up here. So I thought that brown would add like an extra touch. So I don't know if I'm gonna add a flower or anything in here. Let me see. I don't think I am though, y'all. I just don't think I am. If anything, it'll be something simple. It ain't gonna be nothing big. Let me see where I want to stick it, y'all. Nothing. I'm not gonna put nothing big in here because I don't feel like it need all that. You know, you can use floral in your gifts, but you have to be careful when you're using floral, because sometimes if you use the wrong type of floral or the wrong items with certain gifts, it takes away from the actual product. So you have to be careful with what type of floral that you're using inside of your concept. You want to be very careful with that. You want to make sure that it's matching whatever floral you're using. You want to make sure it's matching the theme of your concept, and you want to make sure if it's for a season that you're doing it for, you want to make sure that floral is matching that. You use the wrong type of floral for different things, for different seasons. And you try to put maybe a spring floral with a Christmas floral. Sometimes you have to be careful with that, guys, because it may not give what you want it to give. That's what I'm trying to get at. So always be careful that when you're using floral, make sure that yes, you can take a lot of colors and put them together. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but you have to be careful. If you have a Christmas leaf, right? And you're doing a spring basket. Let's just say this. This is just an example. You have a Christmas leaf and then a spring basket. You don't want to take that glittery leaf and put with that spring flower, because that isn't realistic. If you get what I'm saying, like if you watch the seasons throughout the change of year, you want to be careful with that so that it looks more, you know, like when you see a flower arrangement in the store, you see Christmassy, you see with pine cones and sparkly stuff, or pines with holly berries and stuff like that. You have to be careful when adding. If you add like a a carnation or something like that with that. It just, the two doesn't mix. So just be careful when you're using floral. You want to make sure your holidays are aligning up with the right holiday. Just be careful with that, y'all. You want to, if you have a nice gift and then you take something and you put the wrong floral in there, it's going to definitely take away from your gift. So just be careful with that. So the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add this little piece here. And I'm just going to put it, I'm just going to take it and stick it inside of there. Nothing big. It doesn't take a lot. You see that? It doesn't take a lot. And then I'm going to take this little piece and I'm just going to stick on the side. And that's enough for this gift. I don't want nothing to overpower my gift. Even if I add this little piece, I may and I may not. Okay, this is our finished product, you guys. Cute little simple gift that can be used for, like I said, this is going to go to a secretary. And I really hope that you guys like the concept. Don't forget, you can elevate your gifts by using ribbon to elevate your basket. All right, so let me show you the bow. And the bow that I'm going to use, I chose to use a simple little orange bow. And this is what it's going to look like. Let me put it over here so you can see what it's going to look like. Let's see, get onto the gift. Give you an idea. Didn't want nothing too big, and I decided to use just a solid color because it has a lot of stuff going on in here. And I'm going to have my tails coming out to the side. And this is probably going to be my bow, guys. Well, this is going to be my bow, not probably. But it's going to look like, let's see what you're seeing in the camera. Take these little spikes towards the back. All right. So this is what our gift is going to look like once it's bagged. I didn't want to make my bow too big, but like I said, your topper is probably going to be up here and the bow will sit up a little bit higher. But I just wanted to give you an idea of the color of what it's going to look like with this little gift idea. So if you like this concept, guys, reinvent it on your own. Take it and use it if you need it. Like I said, whatever I show you, take it and use it. If it can help your business or help you in any way, I have no problem with you taking what I show you and use it. So if you're new to my channel, please consider like, comment, and subscribing. I would love to have you a part of my YouTube family. If you're one of my oldies, thank you so much for tuning back into the video. You guys know that I love you. And I really, really appreciate you guys. To all my newbies, welcome, welcome, welcome to the family. I'm so excited that you're here. You guys make me so happy down in the comments when I read those comments. Oh my gosh, you guys. I love y'all. Y'all just keep me wanting to keep on going, keep on going. And don't worry, you guys, for the ones that's worrying about me or thinking about me a lot. I'm not going anywhere. I'm here to share my knowledge and all of that. So until the next video, you guys, you have a safe and wonderful day. And I will talk to you on another video. Bye-bye.